First of all, I guess the speed of diagnosis is really important. And thinking all of the neurodegenerative diseases, it isn't a quick process. And so people are left in a state of, worry and confusion whilst they try and work out what's wrong with them. So being able to have a test that is really minimally invasive and easy to do and cheap as well, actually. We must remember that cost of tests can be horrific. So being able to know that you're able to just do a finger prick, and potentially in the future at home and send that off would, I think, really be super useful for people, and obviously remove barriers to access. And then being able, we're working all the time on improving the biomarker measurements that we do, and we use super sensitive platforms such as the Samoa. And I think that whilst at the moment we know of some proteins that we can measure from these, some really useful proteins that we can measure from these dried plasma spots, I think in the future there will be more research, will lead to more information and other proteins that potentially can help perhaps distinguish diseases. So, for example, not all dementia is Alzheimer's disease, but sometimes it's really hard with a blood test to tell which one it is. But I think that we'll improve that with the super sensitive assays to be able eventually to run a small panel of tests and say, with a reasonable amount of accuracy, what kind of dementia somebody has. And I think that's also hugely important, to know how the disease will progress, to hopefully be able to put yourself forward for a treatment or even a trial for that kind of dementia.